What is the definition of advertising, not in terms of logical terms, but use the right side of your brain, not your left side.
Selling your idea to someone.
In what way? Remember one thing, your task is cut out for you very clearly. Your left side brain is what makes advertising exciting. The MBA's right side brain is what rejects everything that you want to do for it. So the motto is that it says the best advertising that is created in the world is found in the dustbins of clients. Okay, so if you go through the dustbin, of all the rejected campaigns, you'll find the best ones there. Why? Because at the end of it, we are all very comfortable with mediocrity. Because mediocrity is safe. Okay? Because even clients realize that ये पहले हमने देखा है कहीं. So they say पहले अगर देखा होगा तो फिर ठीक होगा. So therefore, if you copy somebody else's old ad and just refurbish it and give it to him, they'll be very happy with it. Especially if it hasn't worked. Because everybody forgets that it didn't work. Because nobody takes the trouble to actually find out where did I see this before and did it actually work in its original form. And 90% of the time you'll find that it never worked. That's why you remember it actually, because it's so mediocre. So remember, there are only two things that you remember in life. It's either shit or sugar. Nothing in between do you remember. So shit always floats, so you always remember it. It also smells. Advertising sometimes tends to compromise its own sense of left brain, right brain by trying to increase billing. The best advertising I've ever seen is a 5x5 column, little one. Half the column was in black with reverse writing on it saying sex. And then it said in little letters at the bottom, now that we have your attention, can we sell you our engineering goods? So the whole business of advertising is to be original, is to be insightful, is to think about human nature, and it's about observation of the human race and all the contradictions within it. And if you can actually figure out the contradictions, then you'll be very successful as an advertising creative person. Because creativity is about the way to look at something very common in an uncommon way. And when you highlight those contradictions, they make great ads because everybody identifies with them. And yet, they're very different from what you've been conditioned to believe. So first thing about advertising is you must believe what you've done. Because that's the bottom line. At the end of the day, he is not interested in what you've created as an idea. He is interested in how much you believe in it. Most clients wouldn't know a great idea if it bit them in the ass. So how do they then judge how to approve a campaign or not? He judges it by the conviction of the team that presents it to him. If that team is willing to lose their jobs over that conviction, he will say, fine, go with it. Because his lack of conviction is not as great as your conviction. The first 10 ideas that you get, you crumple up into a little ball and throw it into the waste paper basket. Start from 11. Because the first 10 ideas are some things that you've taken from somewhere else, from your memory. And they've always been lifted from somewhere. So if you turn on and start from 11, there's a possibility that that idea is going to be original. Whether you're an engineer, whether you're a nuclear physicist, whether you're anybody. Everybody is creative. Because everybody can dream. What is advertising all about? Advertising is about dreaming about tomorrow. Not about yesterday, not about today. It's about how you dream about tomorrow. Why tomorrow? Because tomorrow is the future. And what do you dream about when you are in the future? You dream about the fact of what you want to be. What does advertising do? Right side of your brain, not your left side.
Selling your idea to someone.
In what way? Remember one thing, your task is cut out for you very clearly. Your left side brain is what makes advertising exciting. The MBA's right side brain is what rejects everything that you want to do. So the motto is that it says the best advertising that is created in the world is found in the dustbins of clients. Okay, so if you go through the dustbin of all the rejected campaigns, you'll find the best ones there. Why? Because at the end of it, we are all very comfortable with mediocrity. Because mediocrity is safe. Okay? Because